Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Murphy of the Sports Insanity Network, and welcome to another exciting edition of Murphy's View. All right, the game I am going to be discussing with you lovely folks this week is between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. If you're going to San Francisco, make sure you have some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, we'll see what happens to Tom Brady there. Okay, so we got Tampa and San Fran. Now let's look at last week. Last week, the San Francisco 49ers... Why'd I say that in a British accent? I don't know. It sounds cool. Jimmy Garoppolo is now out for the year with a foot injury. He threw 2 completions for 4 attempts, 56 yards, and a QBR of 55.4. But in came Mr. Irrelevant himself, Brock Purdy, with 25 completions, 37 attempts, 210 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 INT. When it comes to receiving, both the touchdowns were from Christian McCaffrey, 1 touchdown, along with 8 receptions and 80 yards. And Kyle Juszczyk with, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. If I am so sorry, and please don't sue me. I already have the Billy Joel and the Eminem lawsuit from last week, so come on. The Kyle Juszczyk with 3 receptions, 12 yards, and 1 beautiful touchdown. So the Niners beat the Dolphins 33-17. So now we go in on the flip side to the immortal one himself, Tom Brady, with a 4th quarter comeback, coming back to win the game with 2 touchdowns in the 4th quarter. Tom Brady threw 36 completions out of 54 attempts, 281 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 INT, and was sacked once. Those touchdowns were to Cade Otton, along with his 6 receptions and 28 yards, and Rachaad White with his 6 receptions and 41 yards. So, as we know, the Bucks have been sort of been struggling a little bit lately, because Brady going through all the personal things in his life right now. And good thing that Brady has going for him is he's only thrown 3 interceptions this season, which is tied for the fewest with Jalen Hurts. And the fewest in his career in a season through 12 games. So, hey, at least Tom is doing something right. We'll give him that. Tom's doing something right. But you know what? Here's the but you know what? Something I'm really going to be interested to see is going to be Brock Purdy. He was at first Mr. Irrelevant. For those of you who don't know what Mr. Irrelevant is the very last pick in the draft. He was really the last pick in the draft this past year, being drafted out of Iowa State, being drafted out of Iowa State. His career in Iowa State, 48 games played, 993 completions, 1,461 attempts, 67.6 yards, 12,170 passing yards, 8.3 average, 81 touchdowns, 33 interceptions, and along with 365 rushing attempts, 1,177 rushing yards, 3.2 average, and 19 rushing touchdowns. So yeah, that was his. Yeah, so Mr. Irrelevant. He was Mr. Irrelevant, drafted out of Iowa State last year. And, sort of has a lot to. It sort of has a lot to. Okay. It sort of has a, Tom Brady was the 199th pick in his draft. So maybe there's a little bit of a connection between the two there. Also here is a interesting fact. Here is an interesting, okay, he was not Mr. Irrelevant. Brady was not Mr. Irrelevant. He was selected 199, but he was not Mr. Irrelevant. The Mr. Irrelevant that year was Mike Green from the Chicago Bears. So, yeah, okay. I just needed to figure that out for you folks. But, here's an interesting fact where it comes against Brady versus Purdy. This is actually going to be the first time. This is actually going to be Tom Brady is 45 years old. Brock Purdy is 22 years old. This is the largest age gap between quarterbacks in an NFL game. 45-year-old Brady versus 22-year-old Purdy. So there's a fun fact to impress your friends at holiday parties with. So anyway, this game, I think this could be a good game. And the reason why I think this is going to be a good game is right now the 49ers have the third seed in the NFC playoff picture. They are currently leading the NFC West. They are the third. They have the third seed right now. If the season were to end today in the wild card, they'd be playing my beloved New York Giants. And the Bucs are the fourth seed. So if the season were to end today, they would be playing Mark Sky Halpern's beloved Dallas Cowboys. So this game could really shake up the playoff picture. I am not kidding. This game could really shake up the playoff picture. Like, if the 49ers lose and if the 49ers lose and say the Seahawks win, then Seattle could drop down. San Francisco can drop down a few slots. Yeah, San Francisco can honestly drop down a few slots. Maybe to the 6th seed, which would bump out the Giants and bump them to number 7. But that could be that could really shake things up with the Bucs if they Okay, this is something that I am never going to like, and I'm never going to understand about the NFL playoff picture. I am never gonna like this. I am never going to understand this. That Tampa Bay, who has a 6-6 record, first in the NFC South, if they lose this game, they will probably still have the number 4 seed, because the second place team is the Atlanta Falcons. Shout out to all you Simpson fans out there. The Atlanta Falcons is, because if they're actually on a bye this week. So if the Niners win, they're still going to have the number 4 seed, because the NFC South is such a crappy division. It's such a crappy division. All you have to do to have first place in that damn division is have a pulse. But whatever happens with San Francisco, this could really shake up the playoff picture, folks. Could really shake up the playoff picture. Now, what do I think the X factor in these games are going to be? I think the X factor in this game for the 49ers is going to be, I think the X factor is going to be the defense. The defense is, okay, the 49ers defense is the toughest defense in the NFL. It has given up the fewest yards and points per game. It has given up the fewest yards and points per game this season. So that is going to be this is going to be a challenge for Brady and the Tampa offense, because when it comes to the Bucs, they are 27th out of 32 in scoring. And the last 2 seasons, they were the top 2. They were among the league's top offenses. And like I said earlier, the interception percentage from Brady is very low. So, and the sack rate. So I honestly think a factor for the Tampa Bay offense is going to be the offensive line. And I think they're going to need to protect Brady. Yes, he has one of the fewest sacked in the lowest sack rate in the NFL, but you got to look at it this way. He wasn't playing the number 1 defense in San Francisco. He wasn't playing San Francisco's defense. Because, like I said, that defense is freaking scary, man. That defense is scary. So I think the offensive line is going to be the key to protect Brady, and Brady's got to maybe utilize the run game more and not do a lot of pass plays, so he could really try to tire out the San Francisco defense. I think this can be a good game, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I wish Brock Purdy best of luck in San Francisco, and I think the final score for this game is going to be San Francisco 21 and Tampa Bay 14. If you like what you see here, why wouldn't you? Because this content's amazing. Go to www.thesportsinsanitynetwork.com. Check out our blogs, our vlogs, our podcast. Check us out on Twitter at @SInsanityReal. And check us out on Facebook at The Sports Insanity Network. And check us out here on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell. Thank you for watching, folks. I'm Bill Murphy from the Sports Insanity Network. You stay safe, take care, and have a good night.